Hello, everyone. Can you guys in the back hear me okay? No? Okay. Is there a way to turn the volume up? All right. I'm going to project my voice as much as possible. I apologize. I'm not the loudest person, but this is as loud as our speakers go. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to welcome you all and thank you all for joining us today for our dedication ceremony. I know it's a hot day, so we're going to try to get you in the AC as soon as possible. We really appreciate you all being here. My name's Jacqueline Knight. I am the CEO of the Children's Home of Wheeling and Orchard Park Hospital. We are really excited that you all are joining us today and that we are here to open the hospital in a few short weeks. The wind is not my friend. Thank you, Tanner. I'm not going to complain about the breeze, though, because I was the one that asking that I'd have a breeze while I was standing up here, so bear with me. We are very fortunate that you all were able to join us today. Like I said, we're very excited to be opening up this psychiatric hospital for children and adolescents here in the next few weeks. We are planning to be open soon as we finish up just a few more regulatory things and get our staffing all on board and trained. We are very fortunate to have a number of speakers joining us today, and to get us started, I would like to welcome Mr. Tanner Russell, President of our Board of Directors.
Thank you, Jackie, and hopefully everybody could hear me. Could be able to put down the microphone if you like, but good morning to everyone, and thank you so much for being here today, braving the heat on a pretty exciting day for all of us. It's been a minute since we were all here back in October of last year within the facility behind us to spread the word that we were reopening our psychiatric hospital. And this was needed to fill an enormous void that existed in the Upper Ohio Valley. We are here now, and it is somewhat bittersweet. The downside of this story is that there is such a need for a facility like this and a need for what it addresses. That's the mental health issues that affect our youth. The upside, of course, is what we're doing. We are doing something to address those needs. And with what we believe is a phenomenal facility that will be staffed with some of the best and most talented people that could ever be hoped for to address the needs of one of our most treasured assets in this area and state, and that's our youth. I would like to recognize some folks that are here with us today. Inevitably, I may miss someone. For that, I'm going to go ahead and apologize now, but I do want to recognize some folks. Wheeling City Manager, Mr. Bob Herron, members of the Wheeling City Council. I saw, I believe, Vice Mayor Chad Thalman, Jerry Sklavonakis, and Rosemary Ketchum. Thank you all for being here. The Ohio County Commission, Mr. Don Nickerson, and any other members of that commission. Josh Jefferson with the Red Partnership. Doug Harrison, CEO of WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital. Judge David Sims and members of his staff. Cammie Chapman, Deputy Secretary of West Virginia Children and Adult Services. Mr. Mike Caruso, who has been a large part of getting us where we are today, being part of our consulting team and now the incoming Secretary of the West Virginia Department of Health Facilities. West Virginia State Delegate Sean Fluharty and Diana Winzenreed. Believe I saw State Senator Ryan Weld. Chamber of Commerce representatives that may be here today, Kurt Zindy, Mike Howard, Lori Conway, and Emily Pasco. And additionally, I would like to recognize and thank our speakers that are here with us today. They will be introduced, but we have Roseanne Farrow, who is our regional coordinator for Senator Joe Manchin, our own mayor, Mr. Glenn Elliott, and a special thank you, Governor Jim Justice. Appreciate you being here, sir. I would certainly like to thank a few additional people here that you may already know or will certainly come to know as we become more familiar with Orchard Park Hospital and the Children's Home of Wheeling. There are a few people that, simply put, have shown up every day to give all that they have and a little bit more for both of our organizations. They don't like a lot of recognition, seldomly get it, but I'm going to just throw that out here today. We have Jacqueline Knight, who you have just met, Megan Pearl, Chastity Burkett, John Antal, Bruce Williams, and Heather Whipke. We really appreciate these members of our team. They go above and beyond and do more than really we could ever tell you about. There's the breeze. So there are certainly other members of our team that show up and do a great job for this organization every day. And every member of our two teams are greatly appreciated, and I hope that over time you will have the opportunity to get to know them. Beyond that, I truly do want to recognize one person that I consider the individual that put our organization on the path of opening this hospital and being here today. He's pushed from day one for a way to meet the needs of the youth in our area and for the Children's Home of Wheeling to do a little bit more. He does not seek recognition, and I know that. I might get a nasty look here in a second, but I can't move forward without bringing him up today and recognizing him. Greg Marcourt, I thank you. And you see, Greg is the president of Orchard Park Resources Board and the president of the board of the Children's Home Foundation. You all most likely know him from many other organizations throughout the community. Greg gives so much of himself to a lot of organizations. And Greg, I know you've pushed from day one and been behind it, every meeting, every opportunity, always pushing this organization. So again, thank you very much, sir. Lastly, before we get to our speakers, I did want to recognize and thank a few entities in the area that have provided financial support and financial commitments to our organization. Because as you see, a project like this requires a great deal of financial support to purchase, renovate, and as you'll see, as we do tours later, there was a great deal of just constructing a brand new commercial kitchen that will provide for our patients. And of course, getting the doors open for our staff and ongoing expenses. The VNA Home Support Group, Hazlett, Burt and Watson, the Wheeling Rotary Club, River Valley Health Foundation, and the Milan Puskar Foundation have contributed greatly to our cause to this point, and we are very grateful for those entities. In addition, we have commitments from the Ohio County Commission and the City of Wheeling, and that is something we greatly appreciate as well, because it is going to go and provide for the best, again, opportunity for the population that we will serve. It's only a lot of pages because I did big print. But in closing, for me at least, I will leave you with a final thought. The Orchard Park Hospital, folks, we need you, okay? You will surely hear from me, from Greg, from other members of our team moving forward, and we are asking for your support and your generosity to ensure that this hospital becomes a facility and remains the facility that it needs to be for our youth. We want to be here for decades to come, and we will need your help. But thank you again for being here, and enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you, Tanner. As Tanner said, Orchard Park Hospital is the product of recognizing a need in our community and determination to use our experience as an organization to fill that need. Over the past 2 years, our team has been working to bring this hospital to reality and ensure that our local youth receive the highest quality care when they need it most. This would not have been possible without Tanner, Greg, and our entire board of directors. We are so fortunate as an organization to have a governing body of community members who recognize the importance of mental health services for youth, and take the initiative to actually make those services possible. I also would like to welcome or thank our wonderful team, as Tanner did, but I'm going to re-echo it because they don't like to get that recognition, but they surely deserve it all the time. They have worked diligently to ensure that every operational need that we have has been met. So Mr. Craig Seacrest, our accountant, Mike Caruso, who's been, as Tanner said, a huge part of making this possible for us, Jeff Kaiser, Kristen Wilson, Shark Sinsel, all legal counsel that have helped us along the way, John Antal, Chastity Burkett, Megan Pearl, Bruce Williams, Heather Whipke, Corey Carr, and Mike Longwell, who have been a large part in getting us through the final push especially, and our entire Orchard Park Hospital team that has joined us since. We have a lot of fresh new faces that we're very, very excited are with us. They have been such a big help over the last month plus in getting things moving, and we're very excited to move forward with this great team. I cannot stress all of the effort that has been put into making this hospital come to fruition. It has really been a labor of days and weeks and months and years, a lot of hard work, but we're really excited and we're hoping to have the best quality services possible. I would now like to introduce you all to Mr. Corey Carr, our hospital administrator, for a few words.
Thank you, Jackie. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Orchard Park Hospital. Thank you for coming down today. I'm not going to go into thanks. Everyone else went through their thanks. I thank all of you for being here. I'll thank all of you individually as we go on. I really appreciate you being here. But what I want to talk about today is what this means to me. I look around, I see all the people here, and the only word that can come to mind is compassion. And if you've ever worked in behavioral health, you know that compassion is what drives what you do. Every step of it. And I started out in behavioral health down in Parkersburg as a crisis specialist. So I've been on the other side of this situation. I've been that person sitting in the ER with a patient and their family at 3 a.m. and trying to find placement, hoping that there's a bed open, and knowing that there's a good chance that I might not be able to find a good solution for that family. And so when this opportunity came along to come up here and be a part of helping that system, helping take the burden off of our other hospitals in the state, helping get these kids out of ERs and into the proper treatment they need to have, I thought, what an amazing opportunity. And then I came here and I found an amazing group of people. John Antal, Mike Longwell, all the people that were with my team. You're amazing. You've all been great. I've appreciated every step of the way. Actually, I'd like to ask you guys, everyone who's a hospital staff, would you please stand up for just a moment? There is not one person here who has been asked to do something in the last 3 weeks that they've refused to do. The answer has been whatever you need, whatever it takes. And I think that we can carry that culture through Orchard Park Hospital out into the community and carry that compassion alongside the compassion of all of you to help these children in our state. Thank you.
I'm breaking the rules. I'm supposed to be walking around so that everybody follows and we don't trip over the cord, but I keep forgetting to do it, so I apologize. Thank you, Corey. I really appreciate that. Now let's please welcome the Honorable Glenn Elliott, Mayor of Wheeling.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Corey and Tanner. Thank you, everyone involved with this great facility. It's something that really is a feather in the cap here for this community. I just also want to thank the governor while he's here. You know, the Streetscape project doesn't happen without his, pushing for it. He's probably over the years, probably got tired of hearing me ask for that project to happen, but man, it is happening with a vengeance, and we thank him so much for it. Really, thank you. Just two quick things on this project. The first is, about 4 years ago when OVMC closed down, it's safe to say that as a community, we were handed a bag of lemons. About 1,000 square feet of campus, went dark right in the heart of our Center Market area. A lot of things could have gone wrong there, but I'm really thrilled to say that, all of these pieces of this campus are going to be put back to use now. Obviously, the city It's taken one part for our new police headquarters. You have, in just a few years, you're going to have a brand new shiny cancer center right there. And then to see this facility be put back to its intended use, behavioral care for youth is something that's just, really checks a big box. At the city end, we've seen the failures of mental health treatment. I show up as symptoms through all sorts of societal ills we deal with. I see our homeless liaison, Melissa Adams, here. It's hard to calculate how many of our city's homeless population ended up there because of failures at some point and lack of mental health care along the way. And this is something that really, this investment, investing in mental health care at a young age hopefully prevents that down the road. And so it's an investment in the future. And for that, I'm very thankful. It's hot, so I'm going to be brief. But yes, I thank you all again. I could not be more excited to see this thing open its doors, and I look forward to a very fruitful relationship with the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Elliott. We really do appreciate your support as well. We are also joined today by Ms. Roseanne Farrow, Regional Coordinator for Senator Joe Manchin, whom I would like to welcome to the podium at this time.
Thank you, and what a happy day for the City of Wheeling and Orchard Park Hospital. Senator Manchin is in Washington, D.C., so I will be speaking for him. On behalf of the citizens of the Mountain State and as your United States Senator, it is my distinct honor to join you for the opening dedication ceremony of the Orchard Park Hospital in Wheeling, West Virginia. Today's event represents a monumental step toward creating a better healthcare system for our children. It is our responsibility to build a secure foundation of health and well-being for all, including our children. The opening of this hospital has continued to ensure that adolescents and their guardians have quality care that is timely and available close to home. Providing psychiatric services to children aged from 5 to 17 in a safe and secure environment, this hospital is truly one of a kind in providing acute care to a specific age range. At its heart, Orchard Park Hospital is a support system that helps rebuild and transforms the lives of our children, in turn improving and strengthening our local communities as a whole. Quality facilities, which creates a better standing of living, make our state an even better place to live, work, and raise a family. I sincerely appreciate the work of the Children's Home of Wheeling, as well as the many administrators, staff, supporters, and healthcare workers of Orchard Park Hospital for making this ceremony a reality. Thank you for your commitment to providing an irreplaceable service to the children of West Virginia and beyond. You are making an incredible impact in the lives of generations to come. Please accept my best wishes. Keep up the terrific work. With warmest regards, Joe Manchin III, United States Senator. Thank you all.
Thank you, Roseanne and Senator Manchin. It is now my pleasure to welcome our Governor, the Honorable Jim Justice, for a keynote address. Thank you.
Well, first of all, let me just say this and say this really quickly. It's really hot. And I know that you're sitting there wondering, when are these people going to quit talking? And so I'm going to be quick and right to the point. First of all, look at you and how many of you are here. Absolutely, the tent won't hold the numbers that are here today. Absolutely, if you'll just think about it. It is the very reason why this city begins to thrive and do more and more and more goodness. Now, I'll just make one point, and that's all there is to it. You've been really great to me, and I can never thank you enough. Being governor has been an incredible, incredible honor, and we've pulled the rope together all the way. But what you have going on right now, children today are faced with so many obstacles. You know, when I grew up, We had school clothes and play clothes. It was really, really simple. Today, it's so complex. And you know, being a coach, I'm involved with kids all the time. All the time. And it's a real honor to do that. But I can tell you absolutely right now, what you're doing is God's work. And you should be very, very proud. You're an incredible city that has so much goodness. It's really been an honor just to be with you. Thank you so much. I forgot really something really important. I know that y'all would have wholeheartedly rather seen Baby Dog than me. And I've got her in the car, but she cannot stand the heat. So when we're done, if you want to come over and say hi to her, you're welcome.
Thank you, Governor Justice. And I know I personally am very excited about Baby Dog. I'm a huge dog lover, so I'm very excited she was able to join us. We are so fortunate to have the support of our government officials who recognize and support the needs of our children. So we really appreciate all the support that you all have given us and you all as well. I would now like to welcome our board member, Reverend Richard Skaggs, to the podium for a blessing.
Let us pray. God of compassion and healing, we come together today to dedicate and ask your blessing on this place of refuge for so many young people battling loneliness or fear or anxiety or depression, that they may find it a place of hope and healing. Realizing that since this place may be the lifeline to recovery for these children, we ask, O God, that you guide and bless the work of all who will in any way provide nurture and care for them. Inspire them, Lord, with sincere and devoted effort in their service to these children. Inspire them with vision and determination in designing treatment for them. Inspire them with appreciation and support for each other in their work. Inspire them to always be compassionate for those who need help. And inspire them to wisdom in making good decisions for those entrusted to their care. May these values be the hallmark guiding the mission of Orchard Park Hospital. We also pray that those of you gathered here today will continue to be united in your support for this facility. And so, God, as always, we end by praying that you will direct us in all our doing with your most gracious favor and further us with your continual help. All this we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Father Richard. And thank you all again for joining us today. We will now be joined by the Chamber of Commerce for a ribbon cutting and photo with our speakers and our operational team. So if you guys could just hang tight for a few minutes while we do that. And then please, as soon as we're done, join us inside for refreshments and a tour of our facility with our wonderful staff. And we do have gift bags for you in there as well. So thank you all so much.
It's not coming off.
Should I move this podium for you?
Yes, sir.
Y'all give us a countdown. 3. Okay, we're going to do a countdown. We're going to start at 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.